Hey, how's it going? Today, we just showcasing off the deck that I done made. It's really just one whole thing. It's the Ancient Warriors. I vibe with them from Dynasty Warriors. And if you're not hip, you should get hip. Just because Dynasty Warriors 9 wasn't as good as everybody else outside of me thought, doesn't mean that it's not a bad game. But right here, the Ash Blossom, I hate this card, but I did notice that it works good. That's why I got 3 copies of that. And then my Masterful Sun Mao right there, he is really nice at replacing the continuous trap cards from the graveyard. Let's see, then these things right here, the Ancient Warrior trap cards, the Ancient Warrior magic cards, they go really, really well with the whole deck setup as a whole. I did notice it has a couple of issues with it. One being the reason that I even need the Ash Blossoms to start off with. They can't really negate anything off rip without them actually being on the field. They can also be negated quite often, but in the sheer happenstance that it doesn't, they have really, really nice synergy. Speaking of, I'm not sure if I'm gonna get to there yet. Oh, well, even with these cards that I'm showing right now, the Water of Life, because they die off really quickly because of other people's card effects. I got a couple of field spells to increase their whole attack and defense as a whole. I have one, what is that, 2? No, I have 2 double summons, just in case I manage to pull more lower level monsters at the beginning of the game. Just to try to get an extra leg up, because the monsters in the extra deck, my can't even remember what they called off the top of my head, and I can't see them from here. But those 3 on the bottom, you can summon those by essentially tributing 2 Ancient Warrior monsters or 1 Ancient Warrior monster and a win attribute. Now, this match right here, unfortunately, is not a good way to show off yeah, this deck's real good and whatnot, because as you see, they surrendered. More than likely what happened, they didn't have any good cards to play, to start off and actually start getting their movements going, and I understand. So we go right into watching this one. Now here, nice hand. I was very pleased with this. So my Guan, the green one from the left, second one from the left, you can summon him immediately as long as you don't have any monsters out on the field. Those 2 Ancient Warrior trap cards, the first one with the guy holding his arms or weapons or whatever. I can't really see, my screen's too far for this. But it stops my cards from being attacked, or it stops my cards from being destroyed by card effects. Not only that, I can send it to the graveyard as a quick effect and special summon any one of my Ancient Warriors from the deck. The one next to it, that one, that just stops them from dying, really. I can't remember which one of those actually allow you to special summon an Ancient Warriors token, but that also helps as well, because you can actually tribute summon it for one of the extra link cards that the deck comes with. Yeah, him, Virtuous Hero Liu. I can't remember if his name is the same as Dynasty Warriors, but I know he's based off Liu Bei from Dynasty Warriors. He has a nice little effect with him. Unfortunately, I did notice, even if you do have 2 of them out on the field at the same time, only one of their effects will go into actual activation. So he can either draw a card when he's getting attacked, or you can, let's see, special summon, what am I doing? Special summon 1 Ancient Warrior card if they have more monsters than you do. But of course, that can be negated unless you have one of his other partner cards out. I'm not sure if I'll actually get to it, but we'll play it by ear. Now, I drew a nice card, Sao Day, which I'm guessing is based off of Sao and Paying Day. Let's see what my move is. If I remember correctly, I'm going to special summon Guan. Special summon Guan. And I was really hoping here that they didn't have any actual card to stop me. And they didn't. They had Max C, which is cool. I don't use the card. It seems really helpful just because you can summon more as it goes along. Or not summon more, you can draw more cards as your opponent summons. Let's see here, what am I doing? Rearranging the cards because I need to have it set up better, just to make sure I'm better off. But as you see there, I neglected to actually use his effect, and I wouldn't have been able to destroy one of those two monsters off the field. Instead, I went ahead and I link summoned my Ambitious Warrior card, which allows me to special summon one card from my deck, as well as it allows me to take or discard one card to the graveyard in order to send one card back to the opponent's hand. Now, typically, I try to send back link cards or cards that have been tribute summoned, like Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragon. Well, not Blue Eyes Chaos Max Dragons, because it's unaffected by card effects. As you see here, who is this? The Inquisitor there. You can summon him. You can special summon him anytime you add him from your deck to your hand. Then that card that I'm sending out now, yeah, Salday. Anytime one of the other one of the other Ancient Warriors attacks, you can discard a card from either your hand or the field directly to the graveyard to summon him. That's just one of his effects. Let's see. Well, keep watching, see what happens. Maybe something good, maybe something bad. Now, as you just saw there, I'm able to even use it immediately upon like normal summon or special summon with his secondary card effect of disposing a card to the graveyard and then just sending it back. Now, I did that thinking that it would completely stop his combo in his tracks. Unfortunately, I wasted a monster for no reason. I could have kept that monster and just waited to see what was going to happen next, which was that demon gets summoned, and let's see what happens. Because if I remember correctly, he's gonna destroy one of my monsters. I was very much so hoping that he'd destroy the one on the that he'd destroy Sal. But I think he wound up destroying my link, the Ancient Warriors. Oh, Double Dragons. We'll just call those the Double Dragons from now on, because that's a long name. I'm not gonna remember unless I see it. Alright, so the moment that they activated their battle phase, I was able to activate my trap card that I sent to the graveyard earlier on in order to special summon one monster from my deck. I was having a difficult time deciding, however, which one I was going to special summon, because as you can see, I'm still getting attacked. And unfortunately, my double dragon card can only be link summoned. As far as I know, not even as far as I know, it can only be link summoned with my current deck setup. Now, I picked Liu Bei in order to be able to draw a card, like at least draw one card even if I am being attacked. But as you'll see in a couple of moments, it did not work. I'm not really sure if I just misread the effects on one of the cards, or what have you when I wound up summoning him. Um, but now I have no monsters on my field whatsoever. Now I was definitely in a bind here because they're still summoning monsters even if they are done with their battle phase. But now it's 3 monsters versus my none. But luckily they kept doing these link summons, which I was happy but kind of upset about because every time they did a link summon, it seemed like they would bring back another monster to do it again. Now I drew this card here, which did not help me whatsoever. Reason being, I don't have no cards to summon, nothing at all. And as you see, they summoned a whole extra monster. And if you can do the math, like real simple, real quick type stuff, I had already lost the match. Like they could have just went ahead and started attacking me off rip, and I would have already lost. But that's just showing off the weaknesses of the deck itself, and hopefully with rebuilding and actually going back through it, I can make it better. Catch you next.